what is the best Meta Ads audience targeting tool right now in 2025. In my opinion, it's your ad. Seriously. Now, here's how it works, all right? So basically, this is what I've always been talking about here. Meta Ads is now intent-based advertising, which is, it's not just about what you sell, it's about who are the people who is interested in buying. So the idea is this: when you are launching an ad, you got to be really clear to explain what you sell in the ad itself, right? First, you want to make sure that the ad gets the message across to your audience as soon as possible. Because nowadays, people, we always have been talking about attention span, and now in this era, I don't know what we call that right now, it's uber super crazy short. If I look at the ad, I'm not interested, I'm not going to pursue. Even you use some clickbaity, especially clickbaity ads, as I'm actually making this video, a lot of my clients that has been using it see bad results. Because why? Clickbaity ads tend to get the wrong audience. If you've been using that, you know what I'm actually talking about. You may have good clicks, CTR and everything is good, but the bounce rate is crazy high. Meaning like 1,000 people come to your site, only 10 people goes through. That sends the wrong signal to Meta, whereby, the people who comes to the website are not interested. So that would actually jeopardize your campaign. You would probably have higher CPM and you would reach lesser people at a higher cost. And it's going to hurt your performance as well. Why? Because on the other hand, the pixel will pick up that these are the people who are interested, but they are not. And when you're running ads using that, feeding it back to your campaign, saying that, like these are the people who visited my website, 5 more people who visited the website, but wait, it's the wrong people, they bounced. But the pixel pick up the wrong data, and Facebook will in turn find the wrong people who are likely to click and bounce. So the whole thing is going into the bad loop. I've got a few clients had to reset the entire pixel just because they have sent too much junk traffic into the website. It's totally gone, So that's something that I don't want you to get into. But if you run ads and really clearly tell your audience what you sell, let's say if you're selling a pen, so you just put a pen and say that this is the best pen in the world, click and find out more. So when they click, their intention is right. They look at the pen, a good percentage of them follow through to the next step, which is to add the cart or to purchase or whatever. That sends the right signal back to Meta and say that, okay, now these are the people who actually, the right people. So when that happens, the whole so-called inflow of audience is going to be good. At the same time, when you are actually being very clear in your ad to tell people what you sell, Meta picks up the data as well. And because they know who are the people who are actually looking for a pen right now. How do they know? Because every website are installed with Pixel and Conversion API. So the best part is now Meta actually matched your ad to people that you do not target, but they know these are the people who are actively looking for this thing. I think you've been seeing this forever, right? You actually browse something. The next thing is this ad. All the other ads that are actually talking about the same thing comes to you, but it's actually a very short term. It doesn't last for days now, but it lasts for probably like a few hours, because Meta knows that at this stage of, as of now, you are actively looking for this thing, because they also know that you are yet to make a purchase on this website that you have visited. So that actually, if you know how to play this right, it's a totally powerful, the most powerful way in actually targeting the right audience. So how I usually work here is let's say if it's an e-commerce, you should actually consider Advantage Plus shopping campaign, but provided that your pixel has been getting the right audience, it has been trained well enough and all these things. So all the data is good, and you have actually not just matching the right audience and bringing the right audience and all that, all the pixel is done well. You're also sending the data of like how much do they pay or how much do they purchase. All these numbers are actually useful in finding the better people. So that side, if you are doing good, go for Advantage Plus campaign and really try to find the best creative that matches the right intent. So it's not just about the audience targeting or whatnot anymore. The whole campaign structure or design, a strategy design is now totally different. So try that. And also, of course, you gotta really apply, like a strong retargeting campaign that brings these people back at the right time at the same time. So when this campaign strategy is being set up, I guarantee that you will actually boost your conversion. Like I've seen a lot of clients that have been seeing like on the top of funnel, they see probably just 1 or 2 ROAS. But when it comes to retargeting, some of them even saw like about 20, 30 ROAS. When they combine, they had like about 7, 8 ROAS, which is good, which is happy. right? So you gotta actually have a campaign or a strategy that balance these two things so that you can actually do it well. So yeah, that's the thing. If you're really looking for the best audience targeting tool, there you go. But if you want to learn more about what are the latest techniques and updates and like tools that you can actually leverage on when it comes to meta advertising in 2025, I would strongly recommend Meta Ads Blueprint 2025. So this is the latest 4.5 hour training that I put together to make sure that you stay ahead of a competition in 2025. I talk about all the latest changes, tools, and features that you need to understand and leverage, take advantage on them to level up. Then I also talk about the latest Meta Ads strategy that I use for e-commerce and lead gen. Not just that, I also walk you through on how do I set up those campaigns step by step so that you can actually learn and apply. And I also share with you the latest Meta Ads optimization and scaling techniques so that you can actually apply right away. So all these are this is really all the most important thing that you need to know to level up in meta advertising in 2025. So that's something you're looking for. Scan this QR code and happy learning, right? But if in case you say that, Jason, I've done enough learning, can you just apply whatever you know that will work for my business in designing the campaigns for me, the strategy for me, and set it up for me? Yes, I do take a handful of clients every month where I would design your meta ad strategy using all the latest updates and techniques and blah, 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 and set it up for you. Yeah. So yeah, you don't need to, you beat the learning, but I mean, not to say you don't need to learn, you learn because it's a different learning because I set it up for you in front of you, recorded for your team so that it become a tailored learning for your team, for your organization. So yeah, if that's something that you're looking for, scan this QR code and yeah, let's explore about working together.